Welcome back to Beauty Within. It's your host, Rowena.
And Felicia.
Since you guys loved the first 2 videos on affordable skincare products, we're back with the 3rd installment.
Yay, we want more!
In this episode, we'll be covering some familiar brands you might have heard of, like Neutrogena, L'Oreal, Burts, and we also want to talk about a line that Walmart released very recently that you guys will I think you will love.
Yeah.
I think this is what we're most excited about.
And thank you Walmart for sponsoring this video, which just means that you can get all of these at Walmart, but we used our pretty pennies and bought all these products ourselves, and this is about $200 worth. But Walmart has a huge range of skincare, all the way from high-end, drugstore, K-beauty. So there's a bit of everything for everyone.
So rest assured, our views and opinions are always 100% our own with these products. Now, let's start with Neutrogena. Let's start with this Hydro Boost Multivitamin Booster. This is what we wanted to get last time, but
got the wrong one.
Now we got it, and now I understand the hype. So this product claims to intensely hydrate and energize the look of skin, designed to revitalize and brighten dull, tired skin instantly, while helping to improve moisture barrier against recurring dryness. It's a gel-like texture with hydrating beads suspended throughout the product.
Yes.
And it's cool because as you pump it, the bead will come out.
It disperses.
Yeah. Having tried some of the other Hydro Boost line products, I would say this is probably the best Hydro Boost product. In this, there's hyaluronic acid, vitamin B3, which is niacinamide, B5, amino acids, red seaweed, and vitamin E. So I actually really like it. This would be something that I could use daily.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising that the niacinamide is right at the top. However, the sodium hyaluronate is quite far down.
It is.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, yeah, that encapsulation pump method.
Yes.
And it comes out and it's slightly, it's not pearlescent,
It is a little pearlescent. It's like
Yeah.
glittery. So some people might not like it because it is made from mica, which is a pretty controversial ingredient. So some people are like, oh my God, I look like Edward Cullen. I'm like a shining vampire. I don't like it.
But you can't
for most
see
people,
anything.
Yeah, I think for my skin and for your skin, it probably doesn't show up as much.
Yeah.
A guy on Reddit was comparing this to the ordinary hyaluronic acid and niacinamide because he was gonna go backpacking, and he was like, I don't wanna bring 2 things in a glass jar. So he's like, let me try this. And
Wow,
this
this
is better
guy
than the
is
ordinary.
Pushing us out of the job.
No, so yeah. And the only downside I would say about this is that it is fragranced. So if you are sensitive and if your body is just naturally sensitive to fragrance, it's in there. For this price, it's a very, very great serum.
So it lives up to the hype.
It for sure lives up to the hype. This is just like, first let's talk about the Neutrogena clean line.
And because there's so many different definitions of what clean really is, it like varies from brand to brand. How they define it is that all the ingredients go through a kind of refining and processing of the ingredients that they use, but also it states that there's no harsh chemicals, sulfates, parabens, dyes, and phthalates. So that's their standard. Moving into the actual products. Starting off with the Purifying Facial Cleanser. First thing off the bat, I realized because it's clean, I was expecting no scent. But this was overwhelmingly scentified. I'm not like one of those people that cannot use fragrances. I actually really enjoy fragrance because it makes and increases the likability of a product, right? If it's done well.
Because it's all personal preference at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I just don't like the smell.
Ooh.
It's for like oilier skin types. It's also in the gel consistency that we really like. So in terms of that, I think it works really well. It also lathers a little. So most of the ingredients are coconut derived. That's what makes them a little cleaner. As well as that, it's got the white willow bark, it's got vegetable glycerin. So willow bark is good for combination oily skin, and it does work well. It didn't sting or anything. The texture's really nice, it feels nice, but yeah, that afterwards, it's not like comfortable. It feels washed. It definitely feels
Does
washed.
it feel like toy?
I've used like the Kiehl's cleanser for oily skin that also has coconut derived surfactants in it, and that was much more comfortable than this one. And then moving on to the Multivitamin Nourishing Moisturizer, that I can deal with the smell because it's a cleanser, it's on there for about a minute and then you wash it off. But this is like taking it one step further because it's on your face, right? So it's just forever this cloak of the smell.
And it doesn't go away.
No.
How does it blend?
It's fine. I actually really like the consistency.
Okay.
In terms of a nourishing daily moisturizer, it definitely does that. It's very nice. It has the vitamin C, E, and B, as well as some omega fatty acids. It's not the most lightweight, but it's not heavy cream. It's kind of in the middle. In this contains a Peruvian plant oil, which is rich in essential fatty acids. So that's where the fat component comes from, as well as the antioxidants of vitamin E. And as well as that, there's also olive oil derived fatty acids. And what's noteworthy is that fragrance on the ingredients list is actually higher than this plant extract, which explains a lot.
On the cover for both of these, it is fortified with vitamin B, C, E, but I think the vitamin B and C are both from the yerba mate plant leaf extract, which isn't the normal vitamin B and E that you think of.
Yes.
So again, the reviews for this were very mixed. Some of them were like, it broke me out, it smells too much. Others are like, it's the best moisturizer ever.
Because the texture is nice.
The texture is nice. So this one, on the other hand, the texture is, it takes 10 years for it to seep into my skin. I feel like I'm just pushing the product around my face and I can see it.
The white streaks.
For me, the smell is too overpowering, and it also takes too long to blend into my face. So for that reason, I'm not the biggest fan of it. So I would say that these two moisturizers are probably very similar, but in here there's a lot more oils, or there's that omega bionutrient that makes it a lot thicker and more suitable for nighttime use to like give you that moisture as you sleep.
Lock it in.
Yeah. So the thing is, this, just the smell and the scent, I feel like it rubs off on my pillow. And I still smell it in the mornings, and I'm not really a fan of it, so.
If they just calm down a little with the smell or the type of smell, it could have been a really good product. So this one was really good. Actually, I really liked the entire Hydro Boost range. But then we're moving on to L'Oreal's line. The Hydrogenius line, also very similar package to the Hydro Boost.
Let's talk about yours first.
Okay, so this was the aloe and hyaluronic acid formulated for oily skin because it helps to mattify. So what it is it's like a gel texture, and I enjoy it. It's a huge, huge proportion of it. I like the way it feels on the skin. It kind of just breaks down into kind of like a watery feel. I don't know about it helping mattify, but I feel like it's because of the ingredients helping you balance the natural sebum that's being produced.
It absorbs so quickly.
Yeah.
My skin's like,
It's very enjoyable to use as a serum. Definitely for like combo oily skin because it's so fast absorbing. I don't know how it would react to like dry skin. You'd probably have to really amp up the other hydration products. But in terms of scent, I also enjoy the scent. Syncs really easy, it's not greasy, and it's like nicely prepped for a moisturizer.
one con is that it contains a cooling agent that can potentially irritate the skin. The active ingredients are glycerin, aloe leaf juice, sodium hyaluronic acid, bamboo extract. There's also vitamin E.
Yeah, so all of those are humectants, so it really does draw moisture, and it definitely feels nice on the skin, yeah. If you're looking for bang for buck, that's really worth
bang
it.
for buck.
Yeah, it's huge.
No, it is, it's massive. A little goes a long way too.
Seriously!
Yes. Now let's move to its twin. That is for normal dry skin. And before we go into it, smell this.
Okay.
So this is Victoria's Secret Bombshell. This is the perfume I had when I was in college, when I was wild.
In that time,
Yeah.
this is what like all perfumes smell like.
And then, give me your hand.
I see your frame of mind.
I think when you pair them, when you put the two next to each other, one of them smells a little more fruity than the other one, but it's very similar. When I applied this on Friday night, when I was so tired after a long week of work, it was around like 10, 11 p.m., I'm ready for bed. I was like, wait, why does it smell like I'm gonna go clubbing? And you know how like smells sometimes are so particular that it brings you back into the day? I was like, I'm not ready to go yet. And because of that, I'm very sorry to tell you guys that I couldn't I couldn't.
But like in terms of the ingredient, what's the major differences between the two? Because I'm surprised it's actually still quite,
It's light.
yeah.
There's glycerin, aloe leaf juice, sodium hyaluronate, sodium hydroxide, hyaluronic acid, tocopherol, which is vitamin E, and birch bark extract, which is high in antioxidants. So I feel like these two are very, very similar.
Make it a sense, except this one's just a little bit more cloudy and a bit more like lingering of oily feels, and this one just like evaporates.
It's like instant absorption to your skin. So for this one is made for extra dry skin. And the reason why it's for extra dry skin is because there's metal foam oil, there's argan oil, and also shea butter.
No,
The smell is the same. Texturally, it goes on a lot better than the...
Yeah, it's not streaky. Actually, that's a good comparison. I would pick these over that, yeah.
Moving on to Earth to Skin. This is Walmart's new baby, and Felicia was the one who's like, let's try this next because it reminds us a lot of Glow Recipe. So for this specific line, it's super budget friendly and it's Walmart's foray into clean skincare. For Earth to Skin specifically, because the definition of clean beauty varies brand to brand, for them, it means no parabens, phthalates, petrolatum, mineral oils, sulfates, gluten, or animal testing. So everything is priced between $7 and $10, and there's nearly 30 products broken down into 4 lines with different key ingredients. So there's superfruit, super greens, honey, and tea.
Which is one of the reasons why I even was so excited to try, because I'm like, tea, super greens, honey, like Manuka honey, they all sound so good. And the fact that it was packaged very millennial.
So let's first talk about the Superfruit Blueberry Exfoliating Cleanser. This cleanser reminds me a lot of the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce. But you know how the Blueberry Bounce has AHAs as a chemical exfoliant? This one has a physical exfoliant. So the microbeads in here is called microcrystalline cellulose, which is a refined wood pulp and an alternative to plastic microbeads that we usually try to avoid. This is a lot more eco-friendly and it's biodegradable and it's safe around animals.
It's so cute. I was not expecting that. And it also smells very similar to Glow Recipe.
Yes. I think it's a really great entry-level cleanser for the price. For this one, if we want to compare this with the Blueberry Bounce, blueberry is the 8th ingredient in this cleanser, while in the Blueberry Bounce, it's the 5th ingredient.
So that's pretty interesting. They're pretty close.
It's pretty close.
And for something that is so much more affordable, like, I ain't mad.
So of all the products in this kit, this is one of the most popular. For good reason too.
So next up in the starter kit, we got it because you get 4 things in one and it's only $10, so it was like a good way to try. The Citrus De Gel Cream, love this texture. It is so lightweight, it is true to what you think a gel is. Very similar to the Belief Aqua Bomb. The scent of citrus is not that strong, very fast absorbing, so it would apply very nicely under makeup or even just under like a sunscreen, and it doesn't leave a greasy feeling. But the thing is, I'm gonna talk about another day cream that they have, which is the Honey Gel Cream. I love this. So in terms of like the 2 day creams that they have, I would prefer the one that we're going to mention later. But if you like citrus, definitely recommend this one. It's like no fuss, non-irritating, is so nice. Moving on to the Avocado Overnight Mask. So this is obviously a sleeping mask for nighttime. It is heavier, it is creamier. And like, once again, I am kind of floored by how they formulated it so closely to Glow Recipe. The only thing I would say is the Glow Recipe is a little bit more buttery. Like, it's a little thicker in terms of that nourishing emollient aspect of it. But in terms of the moisturizing abilities, the scent even, very close. So Glow Recipe has 2 of the avocado, one has retinol. This definitely does not have retinol as an active ingredient, but just in terms of if you want a nourishing, moisturizing overnight cream to lock in all the like hydration that you put in, wow. So in this they have fatty alcohols, shea butter, avocado fruit extract,
and there's also black tea ferment or kombucha.
And there are not many reviews yet because it is quite a new brand. So you hear it here first. But just the last thing in the set is this banana brightening eye cream. Nothing is really going to brighten your eyes, but it is a very nourishing eye cream. It's very similar to the First Aid one that you really like. Yeah, when I put it on, I was like, oh, Rowena would like this actually. If anything, there's a sense of very, very subtle.
Oh, I like how it's very creamy.
Yeah.
It's thick when it's first applied, but as soon as you press it and push it, it just disappears into your skin.
Yeah. But because it is Superfruits, there's banana and also mango extract in here. It feels like a luxurious eye cream. You know, luxury is associated with...
I actually feel like all the products in this line, it's very cosmetically elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to everything else.
Which is so interesting because was not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's that set.
Moving on to the Manuka Honey.
Oh.
The one that you're...
The Manuka De Gel Cream. With this one, you can definitely wear it at night, especially in the summer. Very similar consistency to that citrus one.
Ooh, it smells like Manuka honey, because you know it's medicinal.
Yes, it smells like honey and Chinese medicine,
Yeah.
which I really love and have grown to appreciate as I get older because it's very natural, very spreadable, very lightweight. So I have nothing but good things to say about this. The perfect day cream. And because honey is great, it's a natural antibacterial.
There's also the licorice root extract, which combined with the honey helps calm inflammation. And there's a lot of hydrating ingredients in here, hyaluronic acid and vitamin E.
You know when something is nice or you like it when you apply it and nothing punches you in the face as like, ah, it's like, ah. It should be that natural first impression.
I like that explanation.
Yeah, so that one was nice.
Moving on to the Superfruits. This is the Watermelon Hydrating Juicy Serum, which reminds me a lot of the Pink Juice Moisturizer. The watermelon is actually the 7th ingredient, as opposed to Glow Recipe, which is the 1st and the 2nd ingredient. So this also has the black tea, kombucha, tea ferment, which is high in antioxidants.
The thing that stuck out to me was I really liked the texture. A cloudy, fluffy, I don't know what it is.
I will say the pink juice is something that I love and that I must stay loyal to in this specific case.
Also because it's the quality of ingredients.
Yeah.
Like we know that they use real watermelon to formulate that. For something that's this price point, that's something to consider. It's not like all watermelons are the same or like the way they source it is the same. But in terms of like the ingredients, it's still pretty good.
So when it comes to skincare and price points, I would say that go to Sephora, try a sample of the pink juice, and you might just fall in love with it.
I also feel like for serum, that's where I'm willing to shell out. For cleansers and day moisturizers, there's a lot out there that also do really good. But when it comes to serums, I want quality active ingredients.
Speaking of the other one, Super Green Nourishing All Over Serum. Thoughts?
The consistency isn't similar to this, it's even more watery and slippery. In this formulation, there's glycerin, niacinamide, kale extract, broccoli extract, cucumber fruit water, aloe extract, and also bioflavonoids like radish root ferment filtrate. With kale, there's vitamin A, C, and K, and a bunch of antioxidants. So in terms of brightening, it's not gonna be like bang, but like, you know, it's good for the skin. It's not a gel, but it's not water, it's right in between.
It's quite liquidy.
Yeah.
Like if you go like this, it just...
Yeah, I don't know why, but dolphin comes to mind. Like if I was to just like, yeah. So it's quite an enjoyable experience, but a little goes a very long way. This would be really good if you're just starting out into adding serums into your skincare routine. If you're currently just using a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer or something. You can try these.
One thing to know, I realized in all of these, there's actually a lot of food coloring. I feel like most other more high-end products, it's just like they somehow find some sort of a natural way to incorporate or to make it into like a vibrant color. Sunday Riley Luna or like anything herbivore. So that's just something to note. Moving on to the night cream.
So the black tea night cream,
There's the Kapuaku butter. Maybe saying that's wrong. It is the 3rd ingredient. There's also squalane, fatty acids, jojoba esters, as well as beeswax. So this is not vegan, but I do like how it applies. It sinks very quickly into your skin and you don't have to work it in,
oh,
as the other night creams I've tried.
It did not for me. I felt there was a film on my face last night, yeah. Not hating it, but it was definitely greasy. It's definitely a night cream.
So it's not made for oily skin.
Yeah, because there's this lingering oily feeling.
I think this is a great entry-level night cream if you want to try something.
Yeah.
Especially compared to all of these. If I had to choose, I would probably go with this one. What about the day cream?
Day cream, it's light-hearted other half. This one, I feel like it's just a lighter version. It's very similar.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
So there's glycerin, niacinamide, shea butter, jojoba seed oils, white tea extract, mushroom extract, vitamin E, fatty alcohols, and sodium hyaluronate. So I feel like the ingredients are lighter, but they're also very, very hydrating.
They're so hydrating. Like, mushroom in any skincare product is thoroughly hydrating. It's a humectant, it binds and it stores a lot of water. So in terms of a day cream, that would be awesome if you're dehydrated, if you're dry and parched, if you're flaky, like run to something like this.
Yes. The last one is the facial toner.
The green tea toner for firming, anti-aging, purifying.
So when we first got all of this set, Felicia sometimes likes washing her face at the office. She went and washed her face, used this, and she came back, put it on my desk. I like it, wow.
Now I was like, my skin just drank that up.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're splashing water on your face. And
Good water.
yeah. And for a toner, you want it to balance your pH. This is basically what it does in the most soothing, gentle way. It's got no like crazy AHAs that you have to care about like how much you're actually putting on. It has niacinamide, it has the green tea leaf extract, it has panthenol, which is a form of vitamin B5. Once again, it has the mushroom extract and glycerin. These are all humectants. So they're all delivering hydration to your skin as the first step.
So you approve of this?
Yeah, I really like
I
it.
also approve of this.
It's
I
like very
like.
simple.
Yeah, so that is Earth the Skin. So for Burt's Bees, let's first start off with this one, since I already kind of
Overnight mask.
This is the Hydrating Overnight Mask with avocado oil and prebiotics. So I would say that of all the overnight masks I tried, this one was the most moisturizing and the most hydrating. Because you know, sometimes when you wake up in the morning, I mean, I don't know if you can relate because you might just be oily. But like if I go like, you know, like I can feel it's dry.
Wow, no.
So that's kind of a little bit of how it felt with these, like the other overnight masks. But for this one, I woke up, I looked at my skin, I was like, wow, you're beautiful. Like you look like a baby's butt.
Nice.
It's great. The only thing is the smell lingers. Like the fragrance, it's so strong that like I cannot. The whole night, I just like everywhere I turned on my pillow, it's like it just gets, you know, like it's just there. Like everywhere I go, every corner, it's like it's there. The smell is following
I'll
me.
be watching you.
For Burt's Bees, they are a very natural brand. I think they're probably one of like the pioneers of natural clean beauty, especially in like the drugstores. So there's a lot of nut oils and fatty alcohols in here. There's castor seed, coconut, sunflower, soybean, which is very nourishing and hydrating. Yeah, I don't think you can use it, and I don't think you should try it.
Too much.
Yeah, but in a nutshell, it's a great overnight mask for the price. But the scent is something that you need to be okay with.
Actually, with a lot of the OG drugstore brands like these, a lot of the smells are too strong. But then you have brands like CeraVe, which we mentioned in like the first and second videos, which are doing it right.
CeraVe and Simple.
So maybe you want to smell it for yourself and it's something that you can live with, then this is a good overnight sleeping mask.
Next is the Burt's Bees Brightening Skin Perfecting Serum.
I chose this one for you to try because it's brightening and it's a serum.
Yeah, so in it, it's the daisy extract that helps brighten your skin. So the benefits of daisy flower extract is that it can block the formation of melanin, which helps prevent pigmentation or dark spots. And daisy flower extract is a very safe and natural alternative to something like vitamin C or other brightening skin products that can be very harsh on your skin, like hydroquinone. I don't think I've used it long enough for me to tell whether it is brightening or not. So I scoured many different forums to read the reviews, and I think like as with most of these products, there were mixed reviews. Some people were like, oh my God, it broke me out. It doesn't do what it said it would do. I've been using it from 1 month to half a year and it didn't brighten my skin. One girl was like, it made my skin darker. But then on the other side, the reviews are like, this is great. It helped fade my acne marks. It helped fade my freckles, pigmentation and all that. So I think as with any skincare product, it's worth noting that you need
really
to try
just-
it by yourself.
Yeah. No one can speak for you. You really just don't know. But the thing is, if you're looking for a natural brightening lightening, so this is like plant extracts, yeah, it might be irritating if you're sensitive to plants, but it also won't be as potent. So that's just the difference between like tried and true vitamin A, hydroquinone versus like plant extracts. Then moving on to the acne prone skin, they have a Acne Solutions Spot Treatment Cream, maximum strength. So normally with these spot treatments, it's 2% salicylic acid, which is what it is. It's in a cream form. And I don't actually have anything that's like a cream. Yeah, it's just like this. And then you just spot treat it over any of the active pimples. And it will help kind of calm that down. I've tried many spot treatments.
She's tried many, many.
I think what puts this one apart from other gel formulations is that this has a lot of nut oils, which makes it and gives it that creamy consistency, which helps counter the drying effects of salicylic acid or willow bark. And 2% salicylic acid is pretty standard for any type of spot treatment. It goes all the way up to like 9%, which is Paula's choice, which is pretty crazy. And it's also got licorice root extract, which is good for inflammation and calming down any of that redness and irritation. So all in all, it's a pretty rounded spot treatment.
For under $10, I think it's like between $9 and $10. Is this worth it? Is it a standard price compared to most spot treatments?
It's actually pretty affordable.
Lower end?
Yeah, very affordable because they can go up to like 20 bucks. Even stickers can be $20.
Moving on to the Acne Solution Purifying Gel Cleanser.
Ooh,
You like?
I like it. When we think of gel, we think a little bit more goopy, but this is quite liquidy. This has got the salicylic acid and it's also got the willow bark. So it's kind of similar active ingredients to this. And it's got 1% salicylic acid. So normally in cleansers, because it is a wash off product, it can go up to 2%, which is fine for everyday use. It's also got evening primrose, it's got the beetroot extract for calming inflammation, and then the salicylic is for balancing oil and sebum production. So what I really like is how it emulsifies. It's like a creamy velvet.
Nice.
Yeah, in terms of bubbles, it's not the big bubbles, it's like the micro foam. Yeah, so it was very enjoyable, very surprising, and I will definitely continue using.
Would you say it takes off makeup? Or like, how would you use this?
Oh, no. Well, if you have oily acne prone, I would just highly suggest at the end of the day that you always double cleanse. But this I use in the morning by itself, and it's fine.
The last Burts Beats product and the last product of all of this is the Soap Bark Chamomile Deep Cleansing Cream.
Ooh, chamomile.
I have another analogy for the smell.
Oh, it's like candy.
It smells like childhood toothpaste. But it does have a really creamy texture and there's a tingling sensation, which is the menthol. And sometimes if you have very sensitive skin, it might not go well. So it's not recommended to use around the eye, of course, because it will sting your eyes. In a nutshell, I feel like it gets its job done. You definitely need to double cleanse if you're wearing makeup, but I feel like it's a very great cleanser, minus the smell, for about $6, $7.
And for dry skin, because it's the cleansing cream. Why we even picked it is because not many drugstore products have a cleansing cream. The ingredients are pretty good. They're all like coconut derived. There's honeysuckle flower extract, there's rosemary leaf extract, but also aloe. So in terms of ingredients, this is pretty bomb. Here's the thing, take all reviews with a little grain of salt because you just don't know. And I think people like to leave reviews if they're really angry or they really love it.
So even for both of us, we have very different skin types. So what we like and what we don't like will be very different. A lot of things that she touches, I will never touch. A lot of things that I need to use, she will never use.
Yeah. I think the theme for this third installation of Walmart is this is probably the most potently smelled selection we have ever taken on.
There's also, it's also very clean. They're all as close to being 100% natural or like 90% natural.
Yeah, but I think our favorites are definitely right here. And for me, a little bit here.
You can find all of these products at Walmart. And again, we handpicked all of these.
Yes.
They were not like you need to talk about earth to skin, we were like, we are peaked. Our interest is peaked. It's still pretty mind-blowing to me that you can find all of this and the other 2 video full of products we mentioned in our previous videos.
Definitely make sure you check those out because those also have so many very popular drugstore items as well that we actually really love and still continue to use. So thank you for watching our 3rd video and we'll see you in the next one.